Okay. Hey, this hitches up. Yeah. We're going to do a double diamond hitch here.
We missed that. We never went to 15. It was all the way. Oh, they are?
Now on this side, see how this diamond hitch works. What they do is they take these two parallel ropes that are coming over the top here, roll them like this. Then they reach through here and put this rope that loops all around. And make a really big loop. And around each one of these loops, around the corner. Pull it up to about like that. A diamond hitch on this side. Tighten them like this. And as you pull this diamond apart, really it tightens all of the rope up all the way around. When you get to this point, you really want to crank down on it. It spreads that out. That's why it's called a diamond hitch right there. Go over and finish this one off on this side. And tie her off. Okay, then you just tuck in this stuff. Now the whole idea of this diamond hitch is that as the load spreads out, starts to sag down and tries to open up, it pulls on these ropes, which actually tightens this diamond up even tighter. So it stays on there good and tight and keeps that stuff on the mule. Now, this is really important. You'd be out there using this stuff. What do we use these for? Just a shovel and an axe. The most important tool we had, this is what we used for fighting fire. And fire was a pretty nasty thing. If you get going out there in the woods, you really get ripping. Back in 1910, a fellow by the name of Ed Pulaski had a bunch of men out in the fire, and they got trapped by a fire. They were completely surrounded. He had about 40 men, didn't know what to do with them, tried to save them, but he knew where there was an old mine shaft. He took his men, they ran and got into the mine shaft, got deep down inside that mine shaft, and then he sat near the opening of the mine shaft and wouldn't let anybody out. And his men started getting panicky. They tried to get out. He pulled out his gun and told them to shoot anybody that tried to get out. The fire burned over, and the next morning they found Ed laying in the mouth of the line of that shaft. He burned his face in that. And And they said, look, the boss is dead. And the old boss kind of looked up and he said, like hell he is. He was still alive and he managed to save his crew. Forest Service has lots of fun tales about early times like that. The Rangers used to live out in the cabins by themselves. They had the wives out there with them. The wives ended up running the dispatch on the telephone line whenever they had a fire. So it was really important work. And 100 years ago, they established the Forest Service in this area, made it so that things could work. One of the things they did here early on, when they got here, the trees were getting cut down, so they started regulating, what trees could be cut, that sort of thing, because there was a lot of wood being used in these old buildings, and one of the first jobs was to lay out the timber that was cut for the original dredge. It was here way back in the early 1950s. So that's my program. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you'd like to stay down here, the hot sun, I'm going to pull these off and show another way of packing the mule. But it's awful hot. So
Yeah, it's hot.